Pretty cool. Rusty BMWs. Elliot from 944 Barn decided to bring his rusty E21 because I had a rusty 700. Look at the size difference. This is so crazy. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're still here in Daytona Beach, Florida for Turkey Rod Run. We started this episode yesterday at my friend Adam's house. He's got an incredible backyard ramp and we rode for hours yesterday. So today we are completely sore. I haven't ridden like that in probably 6 months, maybe almost a year. Huge shout out to Adam. Most of you guys probably know him or have heard of his channel. He's a big automotive YouTuber, but he also rides BMX. So we took the day yesterday away from the show to ride his backyard ramp. It's an incredible professional skate park, basically, in his backyard. So huge thanks to Adam for having us out. We hung out with him and Colette for the afternoon and got pizza. Went to Lazy Moon and got giant slices of pizza. Today, though, this episode is the last day of Turkey Rod Run, but also showing you guys what car we're heading home with the 700 on the trailer. That's going to be the next Ludwick's Garage giveaway car. So it's supposed to rain today, so we're gonna kind of dodge some rain and some bad weather. But we're gonna go look at some pelicans now, get some coffee, maybe go to the show, but we're meeting up with a friend of mine who we're getting the car from, and we're gonna load it up, and we'll show you guys what we ultimately came down here to Florida to take home with us.
Put it in neutral and start it up. Try it without the gas first. See what it does.
Dang. That's pretty cool. That's crazy.
It already runs better than the 700.
Hey, I pump out of habit.
There you go.
That first start was pretty crazy. No pump, no nothing. It's been on a trailer for the last couple hours. This thing's sick.
Yeah, they're pretty strong. Oil bath, but I don't put oil in it just in case you want to take it off. Yeah, still good. Look at her, look at it. Look at this thing.
How crazy is that? Yeah, the frame, they use the frames underneath a whole bunch of their cars. But the SP motor is different.
How many of these do I have?
7?
7?
Six?
And then there's extra.
There's 6 blocks maybe.
And I get all of that stuff?
All of it. Yeah, you can take all of it. There's new old stock stuff still in bags. Like just random stuff. You know, I don't know if it's still good. But
Justin, look at these points.
the points run off the crank. So the points run off the crank. Look at this generator. It's the water pump. Check out the lines at the back.
No shit.
When the generator spins, it circulates your coolant. If you get that running, you send me a video. Because I wanted to take the time to get it running, but just never dove into it.
The water trap on the bottom of the fuel line.
I love it.
With the glass.
Yeah. Cool. Transverse leaf stacks in the front. And the freewheeling transmission, because you know, 2 strokes, if you're decelling down a hill up in the RPMs, you're not giving the motor any oil. If it's 2-stroke, you're only feeding oil to the motor when you're on the throttle. And I never thought of this. You're starving the motor of oil, so they freewheel and they neutral automatically when you decel. And I think in some cars only 3rd and 4th gear freewheel. So 2nd gear would rev out, so you had to be in 3rd or 4th to freewheel. I don't know what this is. Like the Trabants are only 4th gear, I think.
Is it a 4-speed car?
4-speed, column shift. What do you guys think? Think this is on brand for what we're doing in the shop? Because this thing's pretty sick.
Now it's good.
I'll take it. Now that we got the gas. Well, here it is, guys. The car that we've been talking so much about bringing home from Florida, a 1964 Volkswagen Beetle. Now, I know probably some of you guys were thinking it was going to be something different, something weird, more along the lines of like the Auto Union that's being built or the 700. But no, it's the first Volkswagen Beetle I've ever owned. My good friend Will Schneider, who's from Orlando, had this for sale, and he really, really wants a 1000 SP because he works at an Audi dealership just north of Orlando that has a restored one in the showroom. One of the only few dozen or so in America that we know of in the showroom. He walks by every single morning. He knew I was trying to sell the other one with all the parts, and he just had to have it. So we worked out a deal. I brought the chassis down. He's got that now, and he brought the 64. But here it is, and you guys already know. The patina is just perfect on this car. Another cool thing about the 64 is it's the last year of the small windows. So basically all the windows around the cab are smaller. I mean, the patina, guys, I'm just saying, I don't know what it is. Maybe it makes you guys feel a certain way too. It's when I see a car like this that's just weathered in certain areas, it tells so much more of a story than just one that's been resprayed or something like that. And that's the way I feel about this car. We're still at BC Forged, where I left the truck and trailer. It's all there. The car is complete. It's a runner. We've been driving it around. And as you guys are already thinking, we're gonna go pretty low with this thing with the help of Everesto in England. We've already talked about this thing. So we're gonna do the slammed treatment to this car. We're gonna do a beam, we're gonna do spring plates. It's gonna be sick. We're gonna get the 700 and this car loaded up by the end of the day and hit the road home to Tennessee tomorrow in the morning. right, so we just took it for a drive down the street. It definitely needs some carburetor work. It's got a flat spot in the throttle and then tries to fall on its face. But we took it for a drive. I got the... But took it for its first drive. This is awesome. I'm so stoked on this car. I can't wait to slam it on the ground. I hope you guys are super stoked on this car as much as I am. This is gonna be a fun build. We're gonna work with Everesto on some suspension bits, get this thing sitting proper and traditional. I'm gonna go narrowed beam, real low, adjustable though, so you'll be able to raise it if you want to. This thing has potential to be a really, really sweet car. It's a really sweet car right now, bone stock. With all this patina, it's solid. I'm so excited. Maybe I don't push it It's on the trailer.
It's coming home.
Well, we got one of two rusty air-cooled cars on the trailer. It's kind of crazy. With the title, I officially own a Volkswagen Beetle.
Full one.
Like a cool one too, because this is the only, you guys know this is the only type of Volkswagen Beetle, except an oval or a splitty. But this look, I mean, the fact that it's a small window is close. You know, like that's close to oval. This is exactly what I would envision when I think about a Volkswagen Beetle owning one. Pretty stoked on this. Hope you guys are too.
Get stoked, nerds.
Yeah. All right, so we're back at BC with the 700.
You gotta tilt a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, keep going. It helped. It went quite a bit.
Yeah. Collecting small cars.
Collecting all the small rusty cars.
Small. Dude, you're big down? Almost, dude.
Oh, man. Well, we can go ahead with that. She
Trust
freaks
me,
out
I
whenever I get into a parking lot. I park like 5 times before I'm done. It has to be like perfect.
Yeah, your OCD and my vertigo don't work well together.
We don't have the 700 aired down yet. First of all, it's obvious which car's a northeast patinaed car and which one's a southern patinaed car because the Beetle doesn't have any rot. 700's got a little bit of rot. Like those rocker panels we had to make from scratch. There were no rocker panels left. But once we get the 700 aired down, I mean, look at how sick.
Teen paradise, man.
It really is. Tidy up your straps. Don't close them in trunks or hoods or doors. Buy little bungees and tidy them up. Because a tidy strap is a happy strap. And it's a happy motorist driving down the road following you. All right, guys, next morning, we are all loaded up, hooked on, fueling up now, ready to hit the road. We're gonna grab coffee. We do have 4 boxes of things for another car back home in the shop. So more on that in another episode. I was telling Kayla and Corey just the other night that I feel like I've put this 24-foot single car trailer to the most use ever. This thing's had 2 cars on it, probably more than it's had 1 car, and it's a single car trailer. But that's what happens when you mess with small cars. All right, guys, so we are unloaded and it is, I think, in the 20s Fahrenheit. It's the next morning and it is freezing. And I'm from New Hampshire and it's freezing. So we're gonna make this short. Some of you guys watching may already know a lot about the 64 Beetle, probably even more than I do. The thing that I'm most excited about, aside from the patina, is it's a small window car. So 64 was the last year. It had the small windows all around. And when I say small windows, I don't mean the oval window, which was obviously the successor to the split window. But in 1965, they went to bigger windows all around. But I just can't get over the patina. The patina is my favorite part of this car. A lot of you guys were even saying on the live stream for the 924S giveaway that the next one should be something patinaed, something more along the lines of the Corvair and the 700 and the Auto Union. Well, here we are. I think the Beetle strikes a vein with a lot more people than something like the 700 or the Corvair does, simply because the Volkswagen Beetle is just such an iconic car. It's such an iconic shape. I can't feel my fingers. Other plans aesthetically is to buff what's left of the paint out so that retains a real nice shine. The interior is so cool in this car, but I've sat in Beetles before and I always forget how tight everything is to the windscreen, especially these flat windscreened Beetles. Literally your knuckles are touching the windshield almost when you're grabbing the steering wheel. It's such a cool vintage feel. The fact that this is a red interior is so cool. The seats are all original, door cards are original. All right, guys, well, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching and for coming along on this journey. Another new project in the stable. Super excited about it. Cannot wait to dive into this thing. Leave in the comments what you think we should do with this car aside from slamming it, because we're doing that. What do you guys think about wheels? I like the idea of leaving the stock wheels, the stock hubcaps, space the rear out some more, fat tire. Yeah, stock wheels maybe. Let me know what you guys think, or do we go all in on like a wild wide 5 split wheel or something? But stay tuned for more content. We're diving into this car very soon. We're gonna get some mechanicals sorted out on it while we're waiting on suspension to show up. We've got some content coming on the Mercedes too. On the W210, we're gonna be diving into that in the next couple of weeks and transforming that car. I've decided to bag it. So we're gonna be bagging that car here pretty soon. But thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. I'm so excited about the upcoming year and excited about what's left in just the month we have left here in 2023. It's been a wild year. 11 countries, I think, a handful of projects, lots done on the Auto Union. Thank you so much for all of your support and for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Okay. Come on, baby. Wow. Wow. All right, where's first? Where's first? Come on.